Hi, this is Danielle, the domestic scientist. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I decorated my living room and my wet bar for Valentine's Day. So let's get started. So let's get started with the wine bar in the back of my living room. Now, I love this wet bar area simply because it has a lot of versatility. I could use this as a wet bar and I could serve alcoholic beverages, but I could also use it as kind of like a butler's pantry or a buffet area if I want to serve dinner out of my formal dining room. Now, in today's video, I'm actually going to serve dinner in my living room because it's right in front of the fireplace. So this makes it a wonderful place to decorate. On the right hand side of my wet bar, I'm using my tier tray for appetizers. So on the bottom row of my tier tray, I have some white seedless grapes and also some red seedless grapes. I have strawberries in the middle because it's one of my favorite fruits. Now in the back, I have some small white ramekins and I have assorted olives, and I also have some candied walnuts. So on the top row of my tier tray, that's where I'm going to do something special. I have always wanted to do a baked brie. Now I've had it a couple times at different friends' homes, but I've never actually done it myself. I don't know why I was so intimidated by it because it really wasn't hard. So what I did was, of course, I started off with a lot of my adventures. I went to YouTube and got a quick recipe. So I took the brie out of the packaging and then I topped it with some honey and some jam, and I put on some candied walnuts and also some shaved almonds and some cranberries. And then I just put it in the oven for 180 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. I put that on top of some wax paper and put it on top of my tier tray and surrounded it with some assorted crackers, and we are good to go. I'm so excited to be able to show you guys one of my thrift finds. So a few months ago, I happened to be out at a thrift store and I saw a set of stainless steel chafing dishes. I was so excited that I bought all three of them, and they are a matching set. In today's video, I'm only highlighting two of them for my entrees. So I know once upon a time, chafing dishes were all the rage, and anytime you would go to someone's home for entertainment, they would always have the fabulous set. And I noticed that over time, they've kind of lost out on popularity. And I think that that's largely because of the capacity. So these chafing dishes, while they're absolutely gorgeous and seriously can add some flair to your entertaining, they don't really hold that much food, so it's not ideal for serving large groups. However, for a romantic dinner for two, these are just perfect. I made a lovely bow tie pasta with some pesto cream sauce. I added some fresh parsley and also fresh basil. And then I did saute some mushrooms and put them on top of my pasta. And for my vegetable, I did do a lovely herb string bean that is in a beautiful butter sauce, and it was absolutely delicious. So my centerpiece is a mix of red hydrangeas and red roses, but most importantly, the vase is a great piece that I found at HomeGoods, and this is from Tahari Home. Now, I absolutely love this vase. I first saw it on DIY with KB. She has two of these in her home, and I had been looking at it in her house while I was watching one of her videos, and I was like, oh my gosh, I just have to find a vase like that, and I happened to be in HomeGoods, and there it was, so I snapped it up. It is one of my favorite finds, especially when it comes to a vase because it's very unique. I love the shape and the texture. So on the other side of my wet bar, I am focusing on desserts and beverages. So I have another tier tray. Now this one is 100% like a silver or stainless steel type material. I absolutely love it. It pairs very nicely with my chafing dishes, so it really gives that nice and glamorous catering type feel. Now on this tier tray, I am focused on my desserts. I have some beautiful cupcakes. They're like a chocolate with a delicious raspberry frosting, and it had like a raspberry filling. It was absolutely delicious. Now I added more grapes because I just love them, and I also put in some sliced apples because I thought that they would go really nicely as well. Now I happen to like fruit as an appetizer, and I also eat fruit as a dessert. So for me, it kind of makes sense to put them on both sides of the wet bar. Now, I'm also using my decorative Noble Vines Cabernet Sauvignon wine bottle. I also have 2 decanters with decanter tags and my corkscrew, just in case we decide to have a little wine with dinner. So we are serving dinner for 2 in the living room in front of the fireplace. So typically for Valentine's Day, everybody wants to go out to a restaurant and go out for dinner and dancing. However, being that we're in quarantine, we have to be a lot more creative and do more things indoors. So it's very important that we make every space and every occasion extra special. So for today's look, we moved all the couches out into another room, and we took our glass top dining table, moved it front and center in the living room. We left plenty of space all around the table in case we needed to have an area for a dance floor. I'm using a plain black tablecloth on top of my table because I wanted to create a little bit more depth to today's look. I'm using a burlap charger because I want to go with the earthy tones that I've created in my wine bar area, and I'm topping that with my DIY decoupage dinner plates. I'll post a link to my DIY video in case you're more interested in how I created these dinner plates for today's special occasion. I then topped my place setting with a white salad plate that I purchased from Tuesday Morning, and these are from Elle Home Decor. I just love these. They're very simple and white, but I love the braided texture along the edge. For my napkins, I'm going with the plain white napkin because it's really going to add a pop of color and contrast against my black tablecloth. And for my napkin ring, I'm using my floral rhinestone napkin ring from Home Goods. For my centerpiece, I'm keeping it very simple with a small votive of roses, and I have a wine bucket filled with some Welch's sparkling grape juice. Now I added some rose petals to the tabletop for some extra color. So I wanted to keep this tablescape very simple, and I definitely didn't want to add too much decor because I don't want to block the view of the fireplace. I added candles, lanterns, and roses all around for additional color and light. So I hope you guys enjoyed my Valentine's Day home tour. I am so excited to be doing this video with you guys today because it is my 100th YouTube upload. I'm so excited that I have been able to hang in there for about 8 months that I've been in it, and I'm excited about growing my channel. I know that growth can be slow, and I'm just happy that I have met a lot of great people along the way, and that I have been able to share some things with you guys, and I've been able to learn so much from you all as well. So I just want to say that I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I look forward to doing more videos for you guys in the future and hearing more from you as well. Now, not only is this my 100th YouTube upload, it is also my 20th anniversary with my husband, and we have been together for about 20 years, married for about 14, and we have gone through so many ups and downs as a couple. And every time we sit down at the end of a year, or sometimes even the end of a month, we're just amazed that we're able to have such a great and strong relationship. And so every Valentine's Day for us is really special because it's another year that we've made it through life's ups and downs. And I will say that this pandemic has thrown our lives into a tailspin, and I know that it has had a tremendous impact on so many of you guys as well. And so whenever we can come together and just reflect on the great things that we accomplished together as a couple, and to just celebrate stability, because I think that is so important, especially when everything else around you seems to be so out of control. So I would hope that everyone this year is able to take some time during Valentine's Day or whatever day of the year that they choose to just reflect on all the positive things that they have to look forward to in life, and the important people who help us maintain our sanity and our stability. So I'm Danielle, the domestic scientist. I have a lifestyle channel here on YouTube. I'm so thankful for all of you guys who have subscribed to my channel and who've been following me along my journey. If you've not already done so, I encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.